on, yeah. Never felt that, come on, yeah. When I never felt that, come on, yeah. You gotta get up.
Intellectual movement, question everything with rational thought. John Locke, we've done John Locke before. So we've done the life, liberty, and property. We've talked about the social contract. Tabula rasa, that's blank slate. That means we are born a blank slate, and therefore what we are a creation of our environment. People should be allowed to choose their own leaders. Philosophes is how it's pronounced. Montesquieu, another important philosopher in the development of the United States government. He broke down the governmental types into three types: republic, monarchy, and despotism. He felt England's government had three branches, and so I hope that term three branches of government sounds familiar. Checks and balances, and separating political powers between those three branches. Voltaire had such wild, crazy ideas as tolerance, reason, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, that everybody is equal in the eyes of God. Wrote satires. He was the Saturday Night Live or the Daily Show of his period. Forced to flee France. They didn't have that much of a sense of humor. Deism. We'll get into deism. Most of these Enlightenment thinkers were strong deists. Okay? Deism, that prefix, or excuse me, that base word means God. So deism is a belief in God. They believed in a God, but they rejected organized religion. They saw that as one of the greatest spreaders of ill or trouble in the world. God was a great watchmaker. He made the watch, he made the universe, wound it up and let it go, and has not involved himself since. It was still a he. They're still sexist. So basically morality follow reason rather than the teachings of the church, that human beings as individuals can be morally responsible. Denis Diderot. He did have some Enlightenment ideas, but his biggest contribution is taking everybody else's and putting them into the world's first encyclopedia. Here's the forerunner of Wikipedia. New social science, economics, and Adam Smith. He came up with the concept of the invisible hand. Right, the physiocrats, French economists, productive work as a source of natural wealth, agricultural and land development. Okay, here's Smith advocated laissez-faire, hands off, the government should stay out, and that the capitalist system would balance itself out with this invisible hand. Beccaria. Laws existed to preserve social order, were not in the revenge business. Therefore, speedy public trial by juries, no torture, the punishment should meet the crime, and capital punishment, the death penalty, should be abolished. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, he's considered the father of modern liberalism. This, again, the social contract, the political order, people are truly morally and free, that we can do good if put in the right environment. So the social contract, the difference for him is the contract is not between the people and the government, but between the people themselves. Mary Wollstonecraft. When the power of monarchs over their people is wrong, then so is the power of men over women. salon, a place for thinkers to gather and discuss their ideas. Usually upper class women held these parties. John Wesley began Methodism. God's grace is the way to salvation, stressed the importance of good works, not in contradiction to Luther and how you get to heaven, but in fact that it's more than just being an anointed one. People should live their lives in the way of Jesus on earth. So here's the debate of the ages. Reason versus logic, reason and logic versus traditions and superstition. All right, Enlightenment in the arts. Louis XVI in the Palace of Versailles, that was the Italian Baroque style. The new is going to be the Rococo style. Music. A couple of people you may have heard of before. Well, there's the Enlightenment. Let's see if you got enlightened tomorrow in class, or later today, whichever comes first.